Welcome back to Dark Souls 2 Randomizer, everybody. Oh, and let me get this, counter back up. There we go. And watch this. Oh, man. Oh, I had it working. Hold on. Let's see, try with the window not active. Okay. Hey, Lucaron, thanks for the raid. You caught me just at the beginning when I'm starting the stream. So I do have an incremental counter now. It's a little bit weird to set up. Streamer bot probably wasn't meant for that, but there we go. If I press a button, it increments, so I don't have to worry about typing. Now, lurk all you want. I appreciate the support. I also did what I said I was going to do, and I broke the rock off of Santier's spear. A little off stream. It took a little bit. And banging it. Thank you. It's time to loot this house. Let's see what surprises there are for me in here. Well, we got some healing. Although originally that was a Estus Flask shard, so we kind of lost out on that. Though my luck has been a little bit absurd, considering what it has given me. It's like Kale hasn't quite come back yet. I could kill Kale. My mass toggle and a hydrate. You got it. Oh yeah, if we ever get a constant stream of ascetics, we can get an infinite number of prisoners' gloves. Alright. Alright, new fashion. I love when everything I own is just rags. Great heal. Okay. Probably do have to buy that catalyst. Here's something. Okay. Special chest, Ring of the Dead. That's the one that I can just appear to be human, right? At all times? Yeah. Look at that beautiful mug. That's Daryl for you. I'll keep that ring on until I manage to fix the other one. I still don't have any kind of any kind of normal Titanite shards. Those, watch out for those pigs. They'll kill you. Quite nasty. And super aggressive too if you let them. They have like an infinite kite range. I think it's specifically the pigs. Oh, I'm gonna have to bring one all the way from the cove, ain't I? That'll be fun. Anyway, now that I have a proper big boy weapon, or at least one that I don't have to worry about for now, I can start taking on the later areas that I have access to. I can almost get them in one combo now. Oh, we got lions. you get to live today, Phantom Man. I mean, I'm not gonna say no to a science armor, although it does seem to be a fairly common drop. Right, I will have to get priority 1, get some souls so I can buy the Ring of Whispers, so I can summon Scorpion Husband to fight his wife. That should be number 1. Number 1 priority. Just the evil pots. Do I have... oh yeah, I do have longbow. Or short bow. I mean, I have the dex for it, I might as well. Oh, perfect. These are my pot-breaking arrows. Break bush and poison throwing knife. There's a lizard around here somewhere. Make sure... I hear it. Alright, our first prize for lizard. Berserker Blade, Shadow Mask, and Rogue Gauntlets. Are the Berserker... what? Berserker, Giant Warrior. Ah, yeah, this is the katana that hurts you, I think. Oh, it's like a Leshgood washing pole. I don't remember ever seeing this in the game. I'll be able to hire you, but only in like 10,000 souls. I've been using up my branches a lot lately. I think I can do one, but not the other. Hey, this one ain't bad. Either that or they're very squishy. I'd say a little column A, little column B. Alright, big man. There you are. Oh yeah, you got a lot of meat on you. Can I just sort of chain it? Oh, thank you. I can just sort of chain backstabs on this guy. That's a rarity in Dark Souls 2. You don't get to see it that often. Normally they just lazy Susan. Oh, nice, another spear. Am I good at this game? I've played it a lot. Whether or not I'm good at it remains to be seen. I did spend a lot of time during the first session trying to get to the old dragon slayer. And I just kept running into just the wall of Haydenites and the dragon. That's at least half of my deaths right there, just trying to get the dragon. So, it depends. At the very least, I know most of everything. I know where to find at least... I mean, he's having some fun. Sometimes you just gotta appreciate that FromSoft didn't have to they didn't have to re-enable the multiplayer features, but they did. We're all the better for it. I think I just got another copy of the Chaos Robe. Oh no. Oh man. It looks really cool though. It looks like Navarre's. Navlan, yeah. Uh-oh. Come on, jump down. You know you want it. Well, I died like right there, so it shouldn't be too... This was all calculated. Wait. Oh no, this is the entrance. Try to chase me now. Is it gonna follow me jumping out the window? Nah. Maybe I should have focused less on stats and more on health. He's got a longer range than I remembered. Alright, I broke the spear. I'm gonna use the spear. Oh wait, that's two of them right now. Okay, I still got a tab out, which is a little annoying, but I don't have to actually mess with the source now. Okay. No, by all means, don't let me keep you. If you... I'm not one to say... Hey. Just stay up a little longer. Oh yeah. Look at that damage. Oh, that's huge. We got a fragrant branch key. Finding a shard this early is kind of nothing short of a miracle. Oh, and with that I almost got enough almost got enough souls. Yeah, they really want me to use throwing knives, don't they? 37? I'll oblige. Oh, yeah, another reason why I'm taking so much damage. I'm using the chest armor that, I don't have the stats for. I might have to swap back. Yeah. Have a good night, Banginet. Or Banginet. Alright, it was fun for a bit. Oh. Alright, that's one thing you gotta... Oh, I lost all my soul! Alright. It's another 2, I believe. I usually have a little... Just a little soft rule. If I ever reach half health, then I use an effigy. You ain't gonna do much on half health, so... Now that one's just embarrassing. I'm trying too hard to impress and not enough to, just relax and... Oh. Yeah, if you just do that. Starting from 0 again, shall we? I think since Crichton is still locked up in the cops, he's not going to be here to talk to. Two shards. 2 whole Estus Flash shards. My luck is kind of insane. And maybe I don't need... Maybe I don't need a Scorpion Man to help me. Maybe I can do this by myself. I'd say that's not... It's not a great start. There is a trick to her that I always forget to discover. Right. My computer is not enjoying the tabbing in and tabbing out again. There we go. Alright, first things first. Let's actually, like... Let's cash in a little bit, shall we?
Is Is that here to see, however?
If I want to go easier, I could go to Pirates, which it's not my favorite place. Or I could go to Backside Bastille. I mean, this seems a little bit more interesting to me. It's like the best place to grind now. Come on. What's funny is that it works with anybody that you can backstab. You just shovel them above your head and slam them down. So much for 10 strength. Let's see. I could see what's in that chest. I did get that extra branch. Let's go on a little detour. How much do these do? 20, 42? I think old Goldmane permanently stays dead. Sandtier Spear is just... it's just a joke. It's incredible how powerful it is. Yeah. I found the strat for these guys too. Is that you just gotta constantly get them... constantly gotta get them stun locked. And they don't stun lock immediately after they stand up. So give them some space. And just like that, we're already a fourth of the way there. Are you real? Are you real? Now whatever you're doing the Covenant. Ooh, right in the fake eye. 200 isn't that much. I mean, I could. Let's give it one more shot. Because, hey, if I get the old Dragon Slayer, Dragon Rider, Dragon Slayer. Yeah, Dragon Slayer. That's all my souls right there. Oh, they flinched so easily with the spear. That's the strat with these Hide Knights, just... I don't want to immediately beef it just yet, so... let's do a mulligan right now. We don't have to immediately climb to our death. Alright, I have ranged options now. I can pull things one at a time. Oh man, this just melts them, don't they? I guess it's considered crushing, right? Oh, slash and thrust? Never mind. It's just that wild of a shield. Hey friend. Fighting two of you might be a nightmare. If I get you in the blender just for a second, then that's over for you. Oh, okay. Oh. Come on, you want to be knocked off, don't you? Yes! Alright, let's see. Oh, I do have life gems. One life gem is all I need. And look at that, I can actually take these guys one at a time. I think I'm finally learning the dodge timing too. It's way later than I'm expecting it to. I'm coming off of playing Revengeance in my spare time, and that I also have a little bit of the same issue. Try to parry way too early. Come on, do your move. There you go. Commence the blender. I mean, using all my resources now, like, if I can get to the dragon with it just being the dragon, that's easy. That's free. I win. Oh! Two at a time might be a little bit... that's not that bad. If I just lead them like this. Oh. Yeah, even without any bone dust, the Estus, this is working well for me so far. I just hope I don't get backstabbed by a knight. Okay. Just you and me, pal. Problem is, these guys don't flinch at all. Alright. I look so basic now. Alright. Another set of you guys. I wonder, can I poison them? I hear him. It's probably not worth it. Ooh, that's a nasty tag team. I also can't let up on the button a single time. Otherwise he's going to use this opportunity to use a 0-frame startup move. Like that. Maybe this one's a double. Seems like the other guy got kited though, so hooray. Alright. You just by yourself and you're nothing. Alright, just the guy with the spear left, and okay, looks like I got whatever that was. Let's see if I can poison you. That's how you want to play, huh? Oh, you want a rough house, don't you? He runs faster forwards than I do backwards. He's just slowly gaining on me at all times. Alright, do you move? Do you move? Oh, okay. That was risky of me, but it worked, didn't it? Alright. Now I just gotta make sure I get to the dragon without getting hit. That's perfect. Look at that. Okay, little scratch. I do love power stancing me some knives. Maybe when I get more upgrade materials, if I ever get them to like 10. Now let's see. How's Ornstein gonna be? Ooh, fist. I do love power stancing fist. I'm looking at my soul total. I'm only a little bit of fool. Is it foolishness or confidence? Did old man fall down, can't get up? Not as fast as you were, old man. Coming down to the wire, ain't? One shall stand, one shall fall. Oh. Ooh, we're getting close, huh? That's powerful as your lightning, huh? Yeah. I was like, do I take the risk? Do I? Old Pale Drake. That's Moonlight Greatsword, right? That's Seeth's Soul, right? Maybe I should invest in intelligence. Let's get a Moonlight Greatsword build going. And I believe I have a token of fidelity to you.
Being, you have obtained proof
Yeah.
you are worthy of joining us. You may call yourself one of us. Be proud. Rejoice.
I guess joining the Covenant of Champions is a little bit of a dumb idea since I don't get any Awe Stones for beating the bosses. So I can't get the ring.
Do my who would gods have mercy.
He called me a halfwit. And another giant soul. I can PvP if I so desire now. Okay. Ring. Other ring. Alright, yeah. First ring. Fix ring. Then just use whatever I can level. Just use the rest. Or maybe just buy a buttload of life gems. I only had 8, but they came in clutch.
Oh. You do have a tie.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was like 10 Awe Stones or like 50 to get the ring. That gives you the powerful punches. I do need that one too. Oh. Ring of Whispers is only 5,000. Don't worry about... Well, I could go into the hole with this. Although...
Satisfied. I'll be
Is it smart to go into the gutter now with 0 torches? Oh, it's only 25. Can Sand-Tears be upgraded? Oh, Twinklers. Dang. I haven't run into that kind of wall yet, so I can walk around with base Sand-Tears for a while.
Bearer of the sea, less.
Oh wait, I could probably get the flame from Rosabeth. Let's see, one level. One level ain't. One level isn't too worth it. I feel like I'm already a little bit over. I have a little bit inflated stats for this part of the game.
Oh, I'm here. You even were kind enough. The only thing I can offer is pyromancy.
Just give me the hand. You don't have a pyromancy flame, but we'll take one of those.
It was a peril I faced. I'm always here.
You're a shining beacon in this dark world, Rosabeth. Never change. I guess what I should shoot for is
Thanks.
16 in intelligence and faith. Wait, what are those pants rated? What are those pants rated again? The fancy pants. 16 faith. And then the chaos robe were 16 int and faith. Okay. Let's go hunt a scorpion. Using another scorpion. I don't think I've died yet. I don't think I've forgotten a death. I could be a little cursed. This is a treat. Not quite enough. Oh yeah, unfortunately I got the ring now, so actually that'll be very useful for the gonna have to be old and crusty for a little bit. Oh, not that one. This one.
Human, are we? This is no place for you.
Be gone.
Be gone. Are you not afraid of me? Humans rarely come here. Those who do turn back when they see me. Oh, make it. But you. We once had a master, but he was born with a fatal flaw.
Don't worry.
He resented those
He's on the
who
list.
had what he lacked and became fully Eventually, it was at the peak of this. Our master was eventually, in the end, what it was that nobody knew or where I'm. The only ones who even. Once. She became violent. Eventually, and we have been locked. We see. I will be sure.
Women do be going on bloody murderous rampages if they've been turned into scorpions. Sounds less like a monster and more like they just put some filters on somebody's growling stomach. Anyhow. It's time to bring him along with us. I think I have more old Radiant Life gems in my pockets right now than there exists in the entire game. Base game. Alright, where are you? Oh, I might need to reload. Alright. Either that or sleep at a bonfire. Alright, if I don't see him now. Let me double check this by resting at a bonfire, but I know for a fact that the online features have been reinstated, because you see the bloodstains and the messages, and also there's one time where I saw an invader sign. So I can summon people. There you go. See, I can leave and come back. Let's see. Anything else that I can use to take a quick detour? Fine, I can at least enter the wharf. I'll get that bonfire. Oh yeah, and that'll also move the, I forgot the cleric's name, but that'll move her to the, rotunda, where she can bring me to the cops. Keeps wanting to say cosp, but no, it's cops. That's the trick with Santiers, is you gotta be brave. Poison. Okay, that'll be useful for much later. Soul and bones. I'm not gonna turn my nose up at any of those. All of those are useful. Oh yeah, do I have the, I do have a free branch. I can take a detour to go say hi to an elephant. Sorry, mastodon. That is the correct way. Ah, there you are. Oh, you have spear. Oh, you are much weaker than the other one. Sadly, no bone dust. It's a get out of jail free card, though. You know, I don't know much about OSHA, but I do think that this elevator is compliant with regulations. Like, it's all covered. It's got railing, so you're not going to accidentally fall off. It's got multiple redundancies with the chains. I'm sure that each one of those chains could support the entire weight of the elevator on its own. They got 4 of them? That's perfect. Exactly what we need. Hey, guy. Like, kill him before he gets poisoned. Just gotta keep doing my little dance. Yeah, this is also like an extra 4 or 5 items, so. Let's see, where's the door? Where's the doorway? Here's the doorway. You hit it a lot harder than I was expecting. Nope. Ah, come on, that's not even... Look at that. Now we will wait. I mean, I do have 14 Twinkling Titanite. I can't afford to just... I shouldn't. Okay. What's my prize? Can I have... Alright. Okay, Sunset Staff. I don't know what that is. Blue Tearstone Ring. I think Blue Tearstone... That spell chords. Oh, Blue Tearstone is the defense. Maybe for boss fights. Oh, and the sunlight, whatever. Sunlight, whatchamacallit. That's what it is. Okay, 20... I need spells. Catalyst. Staff said you had forged in Aldea. Forged in Aldea. You mean like the tree? The tree man? Catalyst for sorceries and hexes, particularly powerful for casting hexes. Mysterious Lord Aldea secluded himself in a manner. It's a A ranking. That's some good magic there. Too bad I haven't found a single hex in the game yet so far. I'm gonna need to level up adaptability, aren't I? Even more. I think 103, maybe 105. Yeah, 105 agility might be the hard break point. Okay, that was a fun little excursion. Let's go back. I hope he's here. I mean, there's no reason why NPC NPC summons should be disabled because the servers are offline, right? He's not here. Come on, man, Scorpion. I really dropped the ball on this one. Yeah, the front of her is way more deadly than the backside. Even those tiny claws, way more deadly than her tails. Ah. +1. There we go. Can't be that I'm not allowed to summon him because I already fought her once before, right? There's not a stipulation like that. Are our soul levels too far apart? Do I not have enough souls for you? 200,000 souls not enough for you, man Scorpion. Okay, Steam seems to be doing just fine, so... Oh, maybe it's my Covenant that prevents me from... Maybe that prevents me from summoning. I believe it. I know all your moves. Except for that one. Homing Soul Mass. Dang, that's a lot of damage even with the magic ring. There we go. That's totally it. I'm not able to summon anybody because I'm in the Covenant of Champions. I screwed myself. Well, I think it's all the same to... I think it's all the same to the Man Scorpion if I do or not summon him. Alright. Oh, you're already doing Homing Soul Mass again. Stay down, stay down. Alright. Ooh, that was a close one. Uh-oh. I'm scared of the magic. Okay, just a scratch. Alright. This is never anything worth it, usually, but maybe this time will be different. Now, I don't remember if that tree stays down. It'd be rough if it did. There's a lot that that's what not playing in a year does to you. I think what I'll do is if I'm so stuck on this boss that I reach half health just through deaths alone, then what I'm gonna do is amass all the souls that I've been losing so far and cash it all in into upgrading the spear. Yeah, it does stay down. Alright, my prize is Twilight Herb. It was useless. Huh? I like how there's a different noise that she makes if you hit her in the body versus the tail, the chitin. Yeah, this is the strat. Oh no! I was doing so well though. Yeah. Sometimes it'd be like that. Congratulations on getting death number 45. There we go. It is a pretty good confidence boost, though. I got her down to one hit. She just went underground, and my adaptability is still... What's the word for it? It's not unevolved. It's... Unlocked potential. My adaptability is still... has untapped potential. Alright. This is the run. I like how I got a couple free hits because you just really wanted to cast her spells. Oh yes, keep doing this move. This is the easily punishable move. Oh no, no, no! See, the problem there is she has a lance, and I roll away from her, but the lance is just too long. Right? Let's see. There we go. Oh, I think I angered the ghost. Oh, yeah, a little bit. I wonder how much damage you have to do to the torso. Like, I wonder if you could have just sort of like a magic ranged battle and just have her still be under the ground. I wonder. Oh. If you're giving me some free hits, I'm not going to say no to that. You just gotta stand, like, right in the middle of her abdomen? The tails can't hit you. Of course you'd go underground, wouldn't you? Alright, this is an instant kill if I get hit by it, so let's try not to get hit by it. I got hit by it. Yeah, I think the move is trying to go... doing your best to try to go perpendicular. Oh, what would probably help is if I have a lot lighter too. See if I can't get... Where's all my weight coming from? Oh, my boots. Oh. It's coming from my boots and the fact I have abysmal vigor. Do I dare put any points into vigor? Oh, wait. Safe, right? There we go. Let's get that incremented. I got you this time. I also find it funny that I do more damage to her chitin than her flesh. Oh, a little bit too far back. I think the theme of this boss is just orthogonal. The word of the day is perpendicular. Give it up. Boss required ahead. Alright. When she's coming for me. She looks route now. Alright. Huh. Nothing to be worried about. Watch this, I'm so confident that I'm gonna survive that. Alright. Get a lovely repair powder as my prize. Right. Okay, that's gonna be the worst problem boss I know for a while now, so should be just smooth sailing. Now the question is, do I want to explore this area, or do I want to just make a beeline for the next one? Regular Titanite. I think the answer is I go back to Majula and level up. Anything can happen when you're a champion. Oh, it's the cute animation.
bearer of the curse seek lest.
Just 102 for now. I'll have to settle on only 102 agility. Give me the rocks.
Thanks.
That's not enough rocks. You know, I'll actually see this one through to the end. Well, it's kind of like a reverse boss order if you think about it. Yeah, I'm part of the rat covenant, so the rats are attacking. These aren't even the fun rats, these are the petrify rats, the insta-kill rats. Oh, hey. Petrify and toxic. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, that was kind of mostly on me. That was definitely... I tried to run away and waste high water. Alright, let's try this again. I think I was hyping these guys way up in my head. Let's see, I don't have any... I think I have one. Oh, I got 3. I got the perfect amount to start exploring. One of these I do need to open, though. One of these has a helpful message, and I can't remember which. Oh, right. Toxic rat, +1. And didn't take. So strange how it doesn't take any of my... There it goes. I have to be tapped out of the game. I keep saying that. I'll stop. Such a bizarre limitation. Treasure. Even more twinklers. See, I think it was that one. I think this is the one. Right? No, there's a man. Alright. Do I want to be a rat? That's the question. Do I want to stop being a champion and just embrace rat? I know for a fact this one has goodies, and I... There's like a single spell. 50 souls. All that for 50 souls. I was kind of hedging my bets on having a helpful message here, but... No, what the hell, it's not like I'm gonna be... Dang it! I guessed incorrect. Every door I open just makes this a little bit more harder for on myself. Is he following me? Nope. Alright. I'd equip the poison bite ring, but that doesn't count against toxic. Oh, maybe it was one of these doors. I'm semi-remembering it. Not really like I can join the Covenant and get some more lockstones, because randomizer. Not guaranteed. Hey. I think we're getting a little bit less interesting drops these days, but I think that's mostly because we got the best drop last time. The hypest drop. Hey! I can also wield the big rock. Come on. Danger. Don't you dare. Alright, let me open this chest so you can't break it. That's not bad. Flexile Sentry Sword. Pretty interesting weapon to use. I think that switch. I think that switch activates the wall. And these are like buzzsaws. Well, I see a thing over there, and I gotta have that. And I also see... Huh. This guy seems blissfully unawares. I'll take advantage of that. Oh, this is where he is. Okay. Okay, there's no need to upgrade. Well, they do only give 300 souls. That's not a lot. Alright, highlight. This guy also might be a problem. I hear somebody waddling around, but... I don't know, maybe that's... All depends on if I can get the rats before anything else. didn't quite work out how I thought of it in my mind. But there's a light of hope here. It'd still be able to. I think my issue is I'm just a little bit too squishy. It's only 3,000 souls, that's... Now that swinging around, you think it'd be really good at killing off a whole bunch of... like a group of enemies. Maybe the poison bite ring does work on... This is poison, but not toxic, but... Who knows? I started the spin, but they just sort of did a little nibble on my ankles and interrupted. Okay. I think that was 2. So, there we go, 51. Kind of. Maybe. Maybe if I was full health. Oh yeah, I can also... That was a large bite taken out of me. Hold on. Retreat, retreat, retreat. Okay. Time in, time in. We're good. I think if I switch back to Santiers and actually... and try that strat again, it might work out better. Berserker Blade, I don't think it will be making the donuts. Especially since Santiers. No scaling, so it is a little lacking for now. Actually, 160 plus 70 versus the... where's the plus 20 coming from? Oh well. Anyway, Santiers is still far and away the best thing I got. Did I get... I got them all! Nice! Now I just got to survive. I mean, the only reason this boss is hard is because of the rats, so... Ooh, nice little shockwave attack you got there. Alright. Not again. Hey, Piss God. An old friend of the channel. If you believe me, I can do it. Oh. You're flushing me. I'm being flushed. Welcome back from... Yeah, how was dinner? Ah, man. Yeah, every time you talk about the food that you have, it just sounds really delicious. Spicy stir fry, the rhubarb pie. Just all sounds great. Alright, I'll leave you alone. You can lurk now. You'd think with the... little... Okay. Ooh. Not gonna lie, that one stings, because that was just kind of on the death spiral on that one. As soon as I ran out of Estus, I knew that I probably wasn't gonna last. Where to get more shards? Pirates? Yeah, kind of back to back with the Scorpion fight and then the Royal Rat Authority. Let's see, a couple things we can do. We can go into the... You know what? I'm gonna take my revenge on the rats. I'm gonna go to do the other rat boss. Because I won't be... I refuse to do anything in order in this randomizer. Oh, I don't have a lockstone for this area though. Right. Ooh, just barely enough health. Yeah, there's a fire at the bottom. I could probably make that right. All right, I'll just be safe. I'll be responsible. Ooh, first a Seath, then a Nito. Very nice. All right, Grave of the Saints. Here we come. Or if we choose to... Oh, wait. There we go. I mean, we could just bypass rats entirely. My heel just sort of scraped along the side of that, but didn't... It just refused to let me land on it. Glad I sat there, though. Glad I got the bonfire. Alright, that can't be it. We got one more try, one more try. I don't think there was a place I missed. There was just... It doesn't expect me to land on that pole, right? Maybe it does. I can't. Just gotta find, like, the right place to walk off? Maybe this angle. Just barely. Barely scooch. There we go. All these large Titanites. I think I even have a few slabs, too. No! Too much momentum. Hey, that makes two extra. Right. This drop still just feels sketchy as all hell. Yeah, sometimes you just miss it. No, there is a bottom. There is a bottom to the well. I'm sequence breaking so hard that even with the cat ring, I still can't make this one fall. Ah, come on, Daryl. You're just standing on nothing. Look at that. Your feet aren't even making contact with the rock. There we go. All this for items. Yeah, I'm so underleveled for this spot, I'm still dying even with the cat ring. There we go. Ooh. Some new gloves. It'll probably be fine if I spend my next couple, Dang it. If I just spend my next, like, 10 levels on health, that should be fine, right? Oh, I love you so much. Yeah, I think that item is a trap for down here. Oh, other way. These are the best gauntlets in the game, I believe. Oh, I'm 2 strength away. Okay, we can have 2 levels in strength. Like, these are the ones where your normal attacks just sometimes will do 25% more damage. It's like the reward you get for finishing the Pate and Crichton storyline, and you side with Pate. Or Crichton, I forget. Whoever one has the key to the house. Hey, look at that. 15 torches, or 8 torches. That 8 torches just might be enough for the gutter. Hopefully by the time I actually get to the Rotten boss fight, I'll be able to have enough numbers to just throw at the Royal Rat Authority so I can do Duke's Dear Freya first. I think what I want to do is, I want to do Freya, then... I'm blanking on the third one. I know Lost Center, I know... Okay, yeah, so Freya, Iron King. I'm blanking. Okay, Freya, Iron King, Rotten, Lost Center. getting a lot of souls for this. Maybe I should cash out. Yeah, look at them all. Well, I got a really good spear for it. It's not like very large, sweeping. Oh, there it goes. Let's see. Bonfire is somewhere here. Oh, that's an urn with something in it. Okay. Where is... There it is. Ooh, instead of torches, these guys drop human effigies. That might make this a really good grind spot. Also, how do I get back up? Oh, that's how. Leap of faith. Glad I still have the cat ring on. That would have been disastrous. Okay, let's try... Let's try rats. Oh, look at that. He's laughing. Well, you keep doing what you're doing. Beast then oddball. Oh, I was worried that the rats were going to be too tiny, but... Oh, that's what they meant by beast and oddball. Now these are your proper RAUS. They are very hefty, though. You guys could have just sat there laughing at yourself, hitting your head against the wall all day long, but no. Wonder if anybody's gonna try to rats me. Great magic weapon. Here come the rats. Wait, hold on. What are you? Boots. Can't really see him under my dress, but... there's like 3 items over there that I think I'm locked out of getting until I get a stone. Rats! Kind of amazed that these rats are so hardy that they take like 2 hits. The best ring in the game. Yeah, it turns out my luck still hasn't run out yet. Session 1, Sand-Tier Spear. Session 2, Gloranthy Ring. Gloranthy might be the edge I need in order to take on the Rat Authority. Maybe. Ooh, magic pixeled my way out of there. Okay. Just sort of bulldoze my way through. There he is. There's Mohawk Rat. Ooh, he bites hard. He's still a rat though, so he's kind of made of paper. Oh, that rat was a giant. I think that makes 3 giant souls now. Heyo.
Leave this place, human. We have no time for thy kind. Humans bring nothing but filth. Thy welcome wearest thin. Leave this place. Thy welcome. Leave this.
Oh right, I don't have I don't have a rat tail because randomizer. Hey, Solo the Rotten. Good to see you, buddy. I'm being super careful. Alright. Skeleton added. Crescent. Alright, now I can try to jump for that. I think. I did it! Looks a little steep, but if he did it, so can I. Hey! Okay. Every time I try to go out for the really hard to get ones, they just never seem to be worth it. Alright, I'll get 12 strength just so I can keep wearing these gloves. It's time to bone. 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 Pirates. Oh, who are you? Oh, you just got the captain shoulders? Or, yeah, the captain thing with the dark leggings. I remembered I probably do want to open the backside of the Bastille. Yeah, those guys also take a couple hits, but they're human-sized. I think I'm doing it again. I'm spreading myself out thin, but it's for the items. I do miss curling up into a ball. Oh man, look at that ocean texture. Just the same The same waves for miles. Hey, I can be summoned if anybody chooses to. Ooh. That unlocks... That unlocks me being able to use the special rocks. I feel like I already have... Oh no, these are... I don't know who Falcon is, but his boots are mine now. I'm Helkin now. Oh man, that even reached up here. Ooh, fancy. Fancy Ivory King drops. There you are. Oh, I forgot my Chloranthy. Alright, I'm back. Oh, goodbye. Dang. I don't think he... Yeah, not until I set out a bonfire, he's not gonna respawn. Nadalia soul number 2, I believe that is. Wait, is it the full soul or is it the tiny one? As a fragment. Oh, duh, I never released Ornifex. I got the Fang Key. Although, I will have to beat the rat if I want to get to the, Oh, more fashion. You know, I'm actually surprised that there's not more clipping issues. Luca Teal. Yeah.
What is it? I don't know you, and you don't know me. Things are better that way. You are an odd one. Normally, people keep a safe distance when they see this mouth. I'm cool from the land of Mira to the... They say Drangling, and so I came to claim my... What a strange...
All the souls belong to me. I'm sad to say.
You are an odd one in... Well, you've made him. I can see that you are me. I come from... Don't hesitate. You are an odd... Well, you... I can... I come... Don't...
That might be... That might not be in the cards. Antiquated key. Very old key. Only what lock does this key fit? Oh boy. I don't know, man. I forgot. There's no dead cell. There's no dead zone or walking. There's just... Oh, never. Most of the time it's just full tilt. of champions. I mean, it was a dumb move on his part because he blew up, but he's still alive and I'm not. I can't knock it too much. Yeah, coming out of champions makes me so that I can't summon for boss fights. Although it's not really guaranteed what Lucatiel's going to give me. It's not necessarily going to be her stuff. I just want her to be happy. Alright, let's try this again without you swinging toward the barrels. You're going to be a tough one. Not because of any particular reason, but because I don't want to break that barrel. Dang it. Let's see, maybe I can bring one of the barrels from over here. No, that's pretty sturdy. And none of these barrels are loose. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to open that door. This needs the Bastille key, not the ancient key. Or I break that. I do believe I have one last fragrant branch to use on that guy. So, yeah, Ruin Sentinels is not out of the question. There's just going to be a lot of Royal Soldiers. We got the clown car. I'm actually surprised how well that worked. There was no strategy. I just went and pressed R1 a bunch. You know, I never really understood why a particularly stinky twig unpetrifies people. Hey guys. Clown car engaged. Let's go. Hey, we got one. We got a sucker. Come on, you know what? Yeah. Fall off your horse. I believe that's most everyone in here. Shortcut achieved. No. Enemies are being very stingy. Wait. I know I do probably want to go up there, but I also want to just open up the other door, just in case. You'll have to see it. When they're human-sized, Santir Spear is perfect for multiple crowds. Just only when they're human-sized. Where are you going? Okay. Bye. Bye-bye now. There's an item in one of these. You. A single life. I'm good. Okay. Ruin Sentinels. Ruin Sentinels. This could go anyway. Depends on how well I remember to kite these guys. I don't think I'm doing a good job of doing damage. Well, I got one of them before they could jump up here. Huh? Come on, you know you want to jump. Up. Gotcha. I think why these guys are so hard is because I never have my adaptability leveled enough. Imagine fighting 6 at a time. What a nightmare that would be. Can't be me. Oh, dang. Alright, this will be emergency extract my souls from the Ruin Sentinel Arena boss fight. Alright. Operation is a go. Man, I was gonna use those souls. That's just the hubris of man working right there. Alright. I still have unpopped souls. I might use them to make Santiers better, rather than level. Oh yeah, no. I forgot I had a shard. 800. 1,000. Give me the good spear.
I'll be around.
Alright. Twinkling only goes to 5.
Is that a shop? Here, to see luck. However,
Alright. Let's see how they handle a level 5 Santiers. It's made of a special alloy that makes it super durable. We call it steel. Dang, I'm feeling that effects already. You know, I could take the shortcut, but I want the souls. Is the pyromancer trying to shoot fire at me? He certainly knows I exist. Oh, that's more fashion. I've never seen you do a regular stab. That is a bizarre move. Never do that again. Alright, now that I'm back, I can retry the barrel. Oh yeah, and since I got it, it's new fashion, I gotta take it. Alright. Careful. Just a gentle push. Oh, that looks perfect. No, it's a little off-center. Never any doubt. Dang, Sandtears with its potential unleashed is kind of insane. Oh yeah, and I get tons of more items. Oh yeah, an hour and a half of torches, that's plenty. Give me your stuff. Give me your stuff. A short sword. A pale stone. Or 2 of them. Divine blessing. Llewellyn gloves. Better than the Hollow Knight soldiers. Wait, are these? Must be thinking of another set of gloves. Soul of a proud knight. Ooh, and an ascetic too.
Oh, shape. Oh, dear. So, right?
Yeah. Take my cube. Can I? I can. Oh man. A raw stone would be really good for this. You know, I kind of like the concept of mundane, in that it gives your weapon scaling based on your lowest stat. Problem is, theoretically, that could give you just a whole bunch of... You can make a poison spear, lightning spear, fire spear, magic. And the problem is that the way we're at, with all the resources I have, my lowest skill is 5, and it's going to be 5 for a while, because I don't really have the bandwidth to branch out at the moment. This should be enough. Alright, who's the cheaters? Jewels of Finesse.
Bearer of less.
I don't think that Proud Knight was enough to actually... Oh, it was. Alright, one strength now, one strength later. Okay, let's do what I was actually going to do, and get revenge on the Ruined Sentinels. I'm telling you, this 1 point of strength, that makes all the difference. See, this is great for enemies that love to flinch, and a little bit tricky when you have an enemy that no-sells all your hits. Oh, maybe I should duel. Whenever I get my Pyromancy Flame, maybe I should have, like, a dual power stance knife build with fire knives. That sounds like fun. Oh, he saw me. Ah, he didn't blow himself up this time. Oh, another one. Alright. Ruined Sentinels with a level 5 blender. Begin! I'd say that's much more reasonable. Alright, let's try to stay up here for as long as we can. Let's keep this on so one-on-one for as long as I can. Oh, never mind. Wait, the next one's gonna jump up. I can feel it. Oh, predictable. Oh, both of them jumped up. A little hard trying to keep them in both camera view. Alright. Ah. This one's totally doable. I accidentally pressed the mic mute button instead of the death counter. 60! Milestone. Yeah, this is totally doable as long as I can do the strategy that I wanted to do. It's the same as always. I gotta make sure that we end on a W. Ruined Sentinels seem like the perfect target for that. And Also, let's see if I can... There we go. Let's try not to waste any more Estus flasks than usual, than necessary. We got a conga line. Oh boy. This is acceptable for now. Dang, I got killed by Yahim. When was the last time I was killed by Yahim? Man, it feels like ages since I lost that one-on-one. You know what? Sure. Just... I mean, if you... You absolutely must. I just feel like an overpowered human boss fight that you would find in Elden Ring. Oh. Maybe not that overpowered since I'm very squishy. But it's like as soon as you're in the blender, you're not safe. Alright. One Estus down, but yeah, surely we won't need more than 4. Covenant of Champions really testing my abilities for this game. Come back around? No. My dude. Alright. Much appreciated. I guess I was still stuck in the animation. Okay, seems like the other one might be jumping up soon, because I don't see him. There he is. Come on, don't fall off, don't fall off, don't fall off! Ah. I got scared by the ghost. That's not good. Oh wait, hold on a second. Oh. Maybe I can't use this to my advantage. I think there was a... oh, they're all covered by fog. I thought I was being clever. Trying to get back up to the balcony. Things ain't looking too hot for me. Oh. Alright, that was a good stretch. I'm on the warpath now. Everyone dies. It's not an insignificant number of souls every time we do a... I mean, thank you, Magic Pixel, but... Sheesh. I just mix them all up. Wait, was that the moon or an item? It looked like, okay, just some kind of reflection. It was an illusion. Oh. All right, and we got the 5 full Estus flasks. I mean, not that we're gonna need them. We're gonna perfect this boss fight. Ah, with the backswing? It's like, if I ever get to the point where they can stagger, then I should just finish them off. Hey, hey, look at me. Look at me. I dodged the wrong way. Should have dodged into the sphere. Sphere? Spear. I mean, I think the strat is just to stay up here and hope one of them falls out. Or, dang, it was me who fall down. I panicked. I gotta unlearn the behavior of dodging away from them. There we go. It might look a little stuttery every time I time out. That's just... tab out. That's... Yeah, fortunately I'm not too mad because I got the little punching bag right outside. He's a good stress ball. And when I get that combo going, that removes any negative feelings I was having. Alright. Let's try this again. Actually, I should probably wear something better than just a cloak, right? I'll think about it. You're already dead. You just don't know it yet. There you go. One down. Would that be Rise or Riche? I wonder. There we go. Ah. Oh boy. Hey, I lived. Spoke too soon. Whoops. I'm trying to think, is there any other boss fight that I can probably eke out a W on? Something a little easier than the, something a little easier than the Ruin Sentinels. I'm thinking maybe Chariot? I do need like 2,000 souls for it, though, but I could probably like rush. That's still pretty far away. And Flexile Sentry is a whole area that I need to go through. Royal Rat Authority. Maybe with the Chloranthian, the Saintiers? +5? Maybe. I just gotta be incredibly lucky with this one. Hope that they don't jump off. Immediately. I'm gonna fall and die. Let's see, what else can I try? Oh yeah, Vengirl probably has something to give me. I don't think it'll turn the tide of battle, though. Let's see, Flexile. Probably not. I already beat you. I already beat the bosses here. I'm gonna make a quick bio break while I think. I'll be back in a sec. Just gotta go pee. Alright, ready to go. Emptied my bladder, shook out my nerves. I'm ready to take on some ruined sentinels. And I think that's the pattern I need to take with them as well. Did I count to death before or after I went to the bathroom? I think as long as I keep... Oh. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. Look, just because their sword is called a flamberge doesn't mean it's actually on fire. Okay, I think for regular enemies the normal combo would work, but for the Ruined Sentinels I gotta figure out the proper, like, stagger timing so I can keep hitting him with that 3 move. If I had more time, would I make like a Souls Lost counter? That'd be a fun idea, but it seems like an absolute nightmare in logistics. It does stick me in an animation for a little bit longer than I'm comfortable with. And for not a lot more damage. Come on. You can get a little closer. I think I'm trying too hard to make them fall off, and what I really gotta do is just sort of deal with them both. Yeah, and I think with that, we've almost doubled our death count from session 1. We are on curve, everyone. Might be time to break one of these out. Yeah, 5 Estises should be enough for me to kill anything that moves. This is not going to be the boss that breaks me to make me stop being a champion. One of you's gonna fall. I hope it's you. Yeah, look at that. Now I just gotta not be stupid. Which is a lot harder than... a lot harder than you think. Like that, it wasn't guaranteed that they were gonna stagger. I just had to open prey. For my troubles, I get a large soul, a proud knight. Oh, rub it in, why don't you? Alright. I believe... oh, there's 4 of them. Problem is all these textures look like they could be invisible walls, or illusory walls, or fake walls, or... green blossom. I'm still paranoid. Large Titanite. I hear the guy with the chains. Right attacking? No, I was wondering if they had one of the invisible guys there, but guess not. Ooh. Oh, I can do some shenanigans with you. Divine blessing. Okay, just making sure. Making sure. Are we sure that there's not a second... I'm not supposed to jump that, am I? I mean, I could try. What have I got to lose? 35,000 souls? That's nothing. That doesn't actually look all that doable. There has to be... oh! There has to be something that I missed. I only forgot just where exactly. Not here. I'll believe that message. Oh. I mean, I want to believe. Especially considering it's that door over there. Okay, I'll try one jump. Wait, does my kick get the okay, my kick is still that, but if I use the stone again. Rawr. It's that easy. I mean, it doesn't even faze me anymore. Oh. Duh. I hear you. He's in here somewhere. You're doing that on purpose, aren't you? No! Man. Ah, it doesn't even randomize the rubbish. I hate you. Alright, I'll gotta check the spoiler logs. Make sure I didn't miss anything important there. I'm pretty sure you can't, like, softlock yourself. I'm pretty sure that there's some checks in the randomizer to make sure that doesn't happen. Oh! What we can do. Rematch. Magic Bolt. Well, now I gotta get my souls back if I wanna... I gotta beat him real good if I want my souls back. I think my issue is I tried buffing during the fight and not before. Wait. Uh-oh. His little light doesn't quite match with the visor. Hold on, let me read the item description. What exactly am I using when I... I do some kind of shout, and then I have a golden aura, and it lasts like 2 seconds. Alright, let's do this properly. Let's do this like men. You almost had me. For a third time. Oh, I can't even go to the belfry because I don't have the I don't have a lockstone. Dang it. Hooray, more torches. For the gutter.
Bearer, less.
Shanalot has nothing to say to my new dragon form. There we go. Now I'm not so super squishy. I'm gonna spend on all the rest of my stuff on tasty rocks.
Thanks.
Alright, and that is the W I wanted to go out on. Yeah, thanks for sticking with me for quite a lot longer than I usually stream. Well, that's 45 minutes. It's a Monday weekday.